What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, I just wanted to go live for a little bit. Um, Not too long. Just talk to you guys about a couple of things. We doing Iowa women's hoops. Y'all know what's up. So one of those things is I want to make sure that when I present this video to you guys during the Iowa women's regular season grades, I want to make sure that it's presented right, even if I got to do a video and a live. So I'm still working on that, and we got tons of time. The tournament don't start until next Thursday. Obviously, we got Selection Sunday um, coming up here shortly. But hey, if you're new here, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up for me. We talk Iowa women's hoops here. We talk Las Vegas Aces, UCLA Bruins. Yeah, that's what we do here. So getting back to it, it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be a fun tournament. It's going to be an intense tournament. It's going to be somewhat of a scary tournament. I mean, especially if you know your team is capable of going all the way, and if your squad is the number one seed, yeah, it could be tough. It could definitely be tough. But going to Iowa, I want to know this: who's going to help Hannah Stokey on the block? Who's going to help her in the post? Because Sharon Goodman, she's essentially in the doghouse. We haven't seen enough Addison O'Grady to know what we truly have. And so, since we don't know what we truly have in Addison O'Grady, who's going to help Hannah Stokey out? Somebody's got to be the one to help Hannah Stokey. Because I mean, she's going to need some rest. She can't play the whole game. So what's going to happen? And in my humble opinion, they're gonna have to play Addison O'Grady. They're gonna have to. Sharon Goodman, I think she's checked out already. Because what's gonna happen when we run into like Elizabeth Kitley? If we do, what's gonna happen if we run into like Mackenzie Holmes again or Camilla Cardoso at some point or Lauren Betts? Somebody. What I'm saying is somebody's gonna have a big. And Hannah's 6'2", which I don't know. I guess she's 6'2". I mean, couldn't she be like 6'1"? I'm thinking she's closer to 6'1". In any case, she's a little bit undersized. So if she doesn't have post presence help, teams are going to exploit that. They're going to pick on that. And what's going to happen is we're going to become not just somewhat, we're going to find ourselves not somewhat just in a struggle defensively, especially in the paint. We're going to find ourselves without a big post player. Now, to her credit, Hannah can run the floor. Let me go here really quick. Hannah Hannah Stokey can run that floor. I'm sure she makes Monica Cesano proud. And Addison O'Grady does it well. Pretty much all our bigs do that. But what I'm saying is you lose Sharon Goodman because it just doesn't seem like Coach gonna play her anymore. I mean, do you turn at AJ Edinger? I don't think it. See, what I'm feeling like is that at this point she's not going to. Coach Lisa Bluter is not going to go deep into her bench. Like she's going to give. Of course, Caitlin's going to get playing time. Obviously, Kate Martin, Molly Davis if she returns. Hannah Stokey's going to play. Um, Sydney Fulcher's going to play. Gabby Marshall's going to play. But then, just how deep is she going to go? How deep is she going to go on her bench? Is she going to go down to like AJ Edinger? I mean, is she going to dust off Sharon Goodman and put her in the game? Because we're going to need somebody to take up some minutes here. Because if we think that we could just run everybody into the ground, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. We're going to tire everybody out. We're going to not only are you going to tire out Hannah, you're going to tire out pretty much your entire team. I mean, here's the best case scenario. Best case scenario, you don't waste any time with the first opponent in 64, the first round matchup. You the one seed, you don't waste no time. You get that number 16 seed up out of here. You blow them out. You run them off the court in the first half. You spend the second half coasting. You know what I'm saying? You run them out. That's what you do. You run them up out the building. And in the second game, that's the round of 32. You just want to make sure that you do more of what you did in round one, but realizing that the ante's going to be up somewhat because in the second round, things could potentially get somewhat dicey. I mean, we're always like a bad quarter or two from having to like gut out a game. So you would hope that you would have to. You hope that you would be able to advance from round two without expending too much energy or too much stamina. But once you reach the Sweet 16, things have just gotten so real. Once you reach the Sweet 16, you got to buckle down. You got to go all out. Once you hit that Sweet 16, and then you get to the Elite Eight, from the Sweet 16 on, it's a dogfight. It's a total dogfight, and you just know it, and it just gets more and more intense with each round. So, in my opinion, you want to use the first two games to just kind of like fill things out. You shouldn't have no problem with the 16 seed that you face, and in the round of 32, you should be able to get by. You shouldn't get too much of a scare. Um, I mean, looking back to last year, we had a lot of close contests on our way up to the national title game. Things could get scary. I mean, but I think it's a healthy field, but things could definitely get scary because the number one seed, everybody's gunning for you. We saw Stanford get knocked out last season by Ole Miss. A lot of rattling happened last year's tournament, and the onus is on your back. I mean, people are going to be looking to gun for South Carolina. Of course, they're going to be a number one. Look like Juju Watkins. She might be able to perhaps pull off. If anybody could do this, what I'm about to say is Juju. Juju Watkins could pull off a Carmelo Anthony circa 2003 year with the Syracuse Orange. If anybody can run a championship to her squad by herself, it is Ms. Juju Watkins. So it's scary, but USC truly only has, I'm not going to say they only got Juju Watkins because they got able bodies that's able to contribute, but they got one bona fide superstar. If Stanford gets the fourth number one seed, that's the team that I would think would be the weakest number one seed. And somehow we found ourselves talking about Selection Sunday when this is supposed to just be an Iowa video. Well, we just go wherever we go. But yeah, Stanford could potentially be the weakest team, and that's the number one seed. But as I look back at Iowa, X factor, we got two X factors. The first X factor is going to be Sydney Fulcher. To you guys that don't know Sydney Fulcher, she embodies heart and hustle. She going for loose balls. She doing everything. She getting on the floor. She willing to do the chase downs, sliding out of bounds. She willing to do whatever. Her physicality embodies the Chicago physicality, the Chicago mentality, because that's where she from, Chicago, Illinois. But yeah, Sydney Fulcher's been great for us this year. Arguably could have been the sixth player of the year this season. She wasn't, but kudos to her for. She's just what they say now these days. Sydney just got it out the mud. Her grit, her hustle, her determination, it makes up for anything that she may lack in talent. And I think next season, she's going to be something really special for us. If she get that offensive game on par with her defensive, look out. This tournament might be the greatest to date, says Nolan. It's a good possibility. Last year was one of my favorite years. UCLA, my other squad, we made the Sweet 16, where, of course, South Carolina trashed us out. But to see Iowa get to the national championship game, and to know I did three brackets last year, and I think one of them, foolishly, I had UCLA taking it. I got to get rid of my bias. And then in the other two, I had Iowa taking it. But to have written Iowa as being one of the teams in the national title game, well, not only did that win me dollars, but I mean, it just showed like I got to be up to something. Although I will admit a lot of that was what I would hope would happen. And this season, of course, we don't know who's going to be playing who, but I'm kind of tedious. I'm kind of weird. I'm kind of feeling strange about filling out a bracket because, if I pencil in Iowa again to make it to the national title game, I'm just gonna feel like I'm being too biased. But yeah, this has the potential to be a extremely great tournament, especially as we get to Sweet 16, where things really, really just get testy. If we get to the Sweet 16, Nolan and whoever else is watching, if we get there, and let's say even the Elite Eight, let's say we still got LSU, which we should. Let's say we still have South Carolina, which we should. We should still have Iowa. Let's say even if we still got Juju in the mix, let's say Notre Dame is there, and maybe Stanford. I mean, what if these teams are still? It's going to be incredibly lit. It's going to be something else to see. Um, And a lot of people say, as it pertains to Iowa, we're just a one woman team. We are not just a one woman team. We are more than that. And we're going to have to show and prove that. Because if we don't show and prove, like if everybody don't come to the party, then we might just find ourselves on the outside looking in after a couple of rounds. Because a lot of these teams got multiple options. Even if you look at UCLA, my other team, they've been kind of funny. They've been playing kind of funny after they started 14-0. But they got options. They got options galore. They got Charisma Osborne. They got Kiki Rice. They got Lauren Betts. They got Lundy Jones, Gabriella Hawkins. They got options. Angela Dugalich. If you look at South Carolina, they loaded. They got Camila Cardoso, Chloe Kitts, Tahina Powpow, Raven Johnson, Tessa Johnson. The list goes on. So we have pieces, we have players, we got a good supporting cast, but they got to knock down shots. They got to. They got Kate Martin. I trust her. She's gonna have to definitely step up, show up. And if Molly Davis comes back, do you guys think it's gonna be a little tough because we're gonna ask her to ratchet it up? And we're gonna ask, put it this way, we're gonna isn't it gonna be a little rough on Molly Davis because we're gonna ask her to play critical, ratcheted up minutes in the NCAA postseason tournament, and she's going to probably be feeling her way back in. Is this the right time to do that? Do you guys think that maybe we should let her come off the bench and let Sydney Fulcher keep starting? I think we should let Sydney Fulcher keep starting, and let Molly Davis work her way back in. I'm definitely not saying sit Molly. She's an absolutely great addition to this team. Heart, hustle, spark plug. She plays on both ends, so you don't want to sit her down. But as I look at this thing, it's just going to be critical to get help. Kylie Fairback, she's gonna if she gets minutes, she's gonna have to knock down shots. Taylor McCabe, if she get minutes, she's gonna have to knock down shots because we got to stop teams from trying to load up and double triple team Caitlin. And obviously, excuse me, obviously when Caitlin get to the fever, she's not gonna have this problem. But it's one of the hardest things, and it happened last year in the championship game, the Natty game. I just felt for Caitlin because you looked over at LSU, and Angel Reese had so much help. And I'm not sure if anybody has ever highlighted this, but Angel Reese had so much help. You looked over at LSU, and you saw Angel had Kateri Poole. Angel had Alexis Morris. Alexis Morris was killing us from mid range. Who else did Angel Reese have? Jasmine Carson. Jasmine Carson was out of her mind from 3-point range. And LaDasia Williams, she has so much help. And you looked at Caitlin, and yes, you did get contributions from Monica Cesano, but Monica Cesano didn't play as she normally did, and you just felt bad. Could nobody make shots, and Caitlin was lighting it up, and she was doing well. Of course, the referees was calling the game all wild, and ultimately you just can't do it by yourself against superior competition. Yes, Caitlin Clark can, she honestly can win some games by herself. She literally could do that. But against superior competition, no, no, not against like elite super level competition like South Carolina. Like if we ran into South Carolina again, I would hope we would beat them, but would I bet my money in the house on it again? I, I mean, I don't think so. I would love to see us beat them again, but it's the same thing with LSU. They still got talent. They still, it's different cast except for Angel Reese and I can't think of the other players. Flaugier and Angel Reese. They got other players that are elite. Anissa Morrow is really really good, and Haley Van Lith has been coming out of it lately. So um, you got to have somebody that's going to step up. I sound like a damn broken record, but Kate Martin was so clutch against Nebraska. We needs that. We gotta have that. We gotta have Kate Martin be clutch again, and she's done it, But we're definitely gonna. You're not probably gonna beat LSU or South Carolina. It's a dream, It's a dream to think that because I feel like we I don't feel like we do. We got the best player in women's college basketball. It's finna get spicy in this thing, and I was about to get up out of here, but look, we got the best player in women's college basketball. Phenomenal. Her name is Caitlin freaking Clark. But that alone, Caitlin alone, is not getting you over the hump when you run into the toughest of teams. Unless somebody's about to tell me in this chat tonight that Caitlin Clark has plans to drop 70 points and 60 points in the Final Four and Natty game, is no, no. So what's ultimately going to happen? What's going to need to happen? Spread the wealth. You got to have Hannah Storkey um, contributing offensively, defensively. Kate Martin's going to have to get busy, contribute. We're going to have to play defense. Let me sidetrack for a second. Defense, it's got to step up. This the tournament, baby. We got somebody. Defense got to step up. We can't give up 100. Like we gave up. What we give up? 103 points. That's what a lot of people was clowning me for, and some people was just ribbing me, just saying things, just to kind of tease me. And then other people's comments felt more malicious. But it's all in the game. And so they were saying like, damn, y'all gave up all them points. We can't do that again. If you give up a lot of points in the first round and say you win your first round matchup like 99 to like 88, ain't nobody going to trip. But you keep giving up points to really good teams that know how to play some timely defense, you're in trouble. So I think the Nebraska game was really good for us. It built character. It built a lot of character because we had to go to overtime. Also, we had to fight an uphill battle in the fourth quarter. We're not truly known for this season as being a team that has to fight their way uphill. That was really good to see because it wasn't just Caitlin Clark getting it done. It was Hannah Storkey with the rebound. Let's say Gabby was playing Thanos. Gabby Marshall was playing Thanos with that block. She just said, give me that. You need that. You need that kind of play. You gotta have Gabby play spirited defense, try to knock down some triples. When she gets the opportunity to let it fly, we gotta play loose, but not too loose. You don't want to play too loose. I mean, this is one and get done. You don't want to play too loose. You don't want to play too tight. You want to play just right. This is our last opportunity to get it right with a great cast of characters. I hope we can do it. I truly hope we can do it. I'm going to glance at my notes and see is there anything that I'm forgetting to discuss. But guys, who's your team? Who is your team as we talk? The other X Factor was, I think I said X Factor was Sydney Folter. The other X Factor would be Gabby Marshall. Not being timid, and she's done a great job of being aggressive. She's done a great job of being in the right spot, making the right passes, shooting that rock if it comes her way. It's something about March. Shout out to Iowa Hawkeyes of the Storm, Corey Brada and Kasheen Alexander. That's a great channel. Check them out. Everybody's talking now about Gabby Marshall being Gabby Marshall. She comes alive during March. It's just amazing, guys. It's been a really fun time too. This season, see, last season I didn't have a YouTube channel, so I can't tell you guys which is better, like between this season and last season. But in my humble opinion, this probably my favorite season, even so more than last, because this season we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know we back and Kate Martin would be back, and so would Gabby Marshall, but we didn't know what we would look like with the absences of Monica and McKenna. We also knew, at least I knew, we wasn't going to have, we don't have a recruiting class this season. So I thought that might hurt too, but that hasn't hurt much. And then we'll just see how it goes. But we got a better record than last year. But I do want to fast forward to something else really quickly. It's still Iowa related. But damn, Addison Deal, guys, like, hey, congrats. Like, thank you guys, like, for showing me support and, like, watching the Addison Deal video. Because, look, I tried to put that video out 3 times, and it just, something was wonky. I deleted it by mistake. I really liked the footage I saw of Addison Deal. Have any of you guys watched her play? I mean, she's probably going to be the first Addison Deal. I'm taking shots there because people are trying to compare her to Caitlin Clark, and I think that's the last thing you want to do. I'm glad it's going to be a year split in between because it's not like Caitlin's going to leave this year and Addie Deal is going to come behind her. It's going to be a year. Next season, we'll talk about next season. I'm going to reserve the right to discuss next season later, but I must discuss Addison Deal and Aaliyah Guyton. Addison Deal looks like the truth. Smooth, plays with flair. I like the fact that she can dribble the hell out the basketball. She's really good with that. Great shot. Smooth form on her game. Her shot has got a smooth form to it. From what I watch of her, she's agile. She looked like she could be a capable defender as well. I do see some similarities between her and Caitlin, but the thing about her is like, wow, 5-star recruiting. We beat out all these teams. She gotta be real. I wish there was more footage online for me to put together. Like, I wish there was an actual game that I could watch to see how she would play throughout the course of a game. I know that she hurt her ankle and she missed most of the season, but this girl looks like the real deal. She got the perfect nickname. Um, it's great for the program. It's the Caitlin Clark effect happening. I'm so happy to see people coming to play here and not going the other way. That's awesome. I really like the Addison Deal signing and look forward to talking about her more. Definitely, you guys want to check her out too, because yeah, we had a lot of people checking out the video. And then Aaliyah Guyton. It's possible that if she red shirts because she's not healthy, or I really don't know her progression where she's at, but I don't think she's probably gonna play this year. She might, but if you debut the two of them both in 2025, that's going to be a really, really nice backcourt. We'll still have Hannah, Ava Hayden. If she's good coming up this season, she'll be a freshman. We'll have some really, really nice young pieces on this team with some good veteran mix. I think we'll be fine. Next season we'll talk more about that. But 2025, we also have Journey Houston coming. We are going to be okay. Like Kendrick Lamar says, what Kendrick Lamar say in his song, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Like 2025, you better believe that's a season where we gonna be all right. Next season, like I say, we'll talk more about that. We got a whole off season, so why would we be talking about the off season right now? Well, when women's college basketball ends for us, whether it ends in championship or defeat, we got a whole season where we got to talk Iowa women's basketball. So we don't need to be talking about everything right now. But yeah, guys, we're gonna have a fun tournament coming up here shortly, and Selection Sunday is gonna be lit. Where you guys gonna be at for Selection Sunday? I'll probably just be checking it out at the crib, but I know I'll probably be in a live chat. I'll probably be in there with Sess and Coach Rowe. I don't know. It's gonna be fun though. It's definitely gonna be fun. I might do some jump on some shows or something, talk to some people. It's gonna be electric. Who's going to the WNBA draft? Anybody going to the WNBA draft next month? In NYC, Caitlin Clark, number one pick, no brainer. That's gonna be fun. If you're a women's college basketball fan, this is the time for you. This is the time for you. WNBA draft coming right after March Madness, almost like a week later. These are great times. These are really, really great times, guys. I think the next time I might go live, I might just go live. Maybe Selection Sunday later. I might go live like much later, or maybe Monday. I don't go live all the time, but yeah, I just wanted to jump on here really quickly, talk some Iowa women's basketball, talk some Selection Sunday. Somehow I found my way branching out and talking, different teams and stuff. But yeah, if you're looking forward to the tournament, yeah, if you're a women's college basketball fan, definitely hit that like button. If you're a Hawks fan, hurry up and hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. It's going to be a great tournament. Caitlin Clark, whew, she's phenomenal. She's the best. I dare you to dispute me. You can't dispute it. You can't. These young ballers coming up are so skilled, so exciting. Selection Sunday from home, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. I wonder though. I wonder is Juju Watkins gonna get the same kind of push and pull? Is she gonna get the same kind of cape to run with like Caitlin Clark? You wonder. I mean, somebody's got to carry this thing after Caitlin's done. And here's the thing about it. I'm gonna watch women's college basketball. It don't matter who playing. It don't matter who playing at all. I'm gonna check out women's college basketball. But some people not. If it's not like spicy and saucy players like Juju Watkins, Caitlin Clark, Hannah Hidalgo, players like that, some people gonna tune out. But I guess those are casuals. It's your boy Owen. How was your day? Ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. Not too bad at all. Normally, I don't think I ever did a Friday live. I don't go live a lot, but kind of in a pickle where it's like I ain't had too much going, so I'm like, at this time, I'm like, let me jump on here and talk about some Hawkeyes basketball because I know I told you guys I was gonna put out that video for the grades, and I still am, but I want to make sure I get it right because I didn't like the way the video was going. So I'm gonna make sure I'm not a perfectionist, but I gotta make sure that it's at least presented well enough for consumption. So it's like certain things I didn't like. So I mean, we talking what 11, 12 players. We grading the players, and then if I grade Coach Lisa Bluter, we talking like potentially a 15-minute video. Who gonna watch that? I mean, people gonna watch. I have no doubt about that. And for me, it's about the content and it's about my passion for the team. So that for me helps me because it's like whether or not it's 100 people that viewed it or 20, I'm just happy that somebody watch. So with that being said, it's like, yeah, it's about the content. So I just want to take more time, and we got time. I mean, there won't be a game actually played until what, Thursday? So, if I don't get the video out to Saturday or Sunday, tomorrow sometime or Monday, I think it's still fine. I mean, who else is out there going to give player grades for the Hawkeyes players? I mean, and even if it was people, it wouldn't matter. It's just something I want to do. Um, I know I saw a YouTuber do that with the Lakers. They did like I think it was last season. Well, maybe it was like trade deadline grade. It was something they did. They did like end of the season grades for the players on the roster. I said that's pretty cool. And I just tell you guys now, a disclaimer: I ain't giving nobody's getting an F. So we ain't bashing our players like an F. That's nasty. So won't nobody get an F. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm probably about like 25% done with that. Um, you guys know that I try my best to try to be original. There's no fancy bells or whistles here. It's just some good Our Hawkeyes content talk. And then the UCLA Bruins. I know some say like that's your other team, and they are, but I'm glad they come into the Big Ten next season because damn, it's hard to watch the Pac-12 games, and it's like I pay enough to see the teams and the sports that I do because I don't just watch women's college basketball. And it's like at a point, it's like, damn, you look up, you done got yourself like 15, 12, 10 packages of shows to watch. And it's like, wait a minute here. You don't want that many. So I'm glad UCLA is going to the Big Ten. At least I'll be able to see them play more and I'll be able to talk about them more. But even though the Bruins are going to the Big Ten, my Hawkeyes still numero uno all day, every day. Um, and UCLA, real quick as I close, they got to play better. They got to figure it out. Lauren Betts, she's got to dig deeper. Kiki Rice, she's got to be more aggressive. I don't know if it's the coach holding her back, but Charisma Osborne, she's balling. But the UCLA has got to kind of get their heads out of there, and just kind of, pull it together. Oh, wow, that's a nice old school wire. I just seen an old school whip. Man. But yeah, guys, look, it's been fun. Caitlin Clark is the best thing since hamburgers, milkshakes, and french fries. Am I right or am I right? Y'all let me know what y'all think of this video. Hey, if you're watching this on a playback, this your first time you're a Hawks fan, go ahead and subscribe because that's what we do. Even when the season is done, we're gonna be talking Hawkeyes. Even if we go next season, say our record is 4-25, we still here. We Hawkeyes at heart. You heard me? We Hawkeyes at heart. We can go 4-25 next season without Caitlin Clark. 2025 gonna be lit when Addison Deal and Journey Houston come and Aaliyah Guyton. Look, it don't matter what we are. It just matters if you're loyal. And I'm a loyal Hawkeye fan. What's crazy, right? Here I go again. I'm a super mega Caitlin fan, but I'm also a super duper Iowa fan. It ties in together. Literally, I'm questioning: am I gonna be a Fever fan or am I gonna stay with the Aces? Well, hey, that's TBD to be determined. But yeah, it's like the best of both worlds. If you're a diehard Hawkeyes fan, because some people are just Caitlin fans. I don't think enough people confess that. If you're a Caitlin fan and that's it, just say that. You know, just say that. Like Moneybag Yo say, just say that. If you for the team and you for Caitlin, that's awesome. But some people they just here because they on the bandwagon. Some people just here on the bandwagon, and we gonna find out next season who the real fans is. I think Caitlin deserves a championship, but she gonna have to work for it. She definitely gonna have to work for it. It's gonna be the hardest job she ever had to do. Um, Next season, she's gonna be playing with some ultimately talented teammates. She's gonna try to move heaven and earth this tournament, and let's hey buddy, Human's Hero, what's going on, Human's Hero? Who's your basketball team? You like women's college basketball? Who is your team? Um, but yeah, guys, look, I'm gonna say it like this: it's going to be tough. South Carolina is going to be tough to take down. Check out my live on South Carolina if you haven't. I did a South Carolina live. Can anybody beat them? Conclusively, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, everybody wants to see South Carolina versus Iowa again. I'm scared as hell. I'm scared. I'm scared as hell. I don't know. I want nothing to do with them no more, unless we ain't got no choice, and then we got to go through them. I mean, as a South Carolina fan, damn, I ain't no damn South Carolina fan. Hell wrong with me. I mean, as an Iowa fan, hey, Sess, anybody watching this live, that was a mistake. Any South Carolina fans out there? Um, I heard Sarah Strong is down to 3. I heard she down to anybody that knows Sarah Strong. She's gonna be in college next season. I heard she didn't choose South Carolina. That was interesting. But then again, I don't know. I guess that's the truth. Wow, I just got a notification. Quita loves sports. I love Quita. I ain't gonna be on here much longer. I think she live. I'm gonna have to check Quita loves sports out. But yeah, if Sarah Strong, if she ain't going to South Carolina. She said her final 3 at North Carolina, Duke, and UConn. That's crazy. Like you passing up on South Carolina? Wow. I'm actually hoping she go to Duke because I'm a big Kara Lawson fan. I know some people. Oh, you Ohio State fan, Human Zero? Oh man, y'all didn't do too well in the tournament, but y'all really do have a good team though. Shout out to your team. Congratulations to the regular season conference title. That's big for you guys. JC Sheldon, she's nice. Cody McMahon, she's nice. Y'all got a really good team over there. Celeste Taylor. But yeah, I'm a Duke fan on Kara Lawson. So if Sarah Strong can get over to like Duke, man, that could be a big get for Kara Lawson. Kara Lawson trying to build something over there. And to me, she's one of them. Duke is underrated. I actually got them penciled in for the Elite 8 in my head because the brackets ain't came out. I got to see the brackets first and everything. But in my mind, I got Duke penciled in for Elite 8 run. I don't know why she would say North Carolina. I mean, Deja Kelly. Maybe she could build her legacy quick at these schools. Maybe quicker than South Carolina because South Carolina has so much talent. You can see from Malaysia for Wiley, she should be damn near starting. Malaysia should be in the damn starting lineup. So South Carolina got so much talent that if you truly want to play, maybe you don't go to South Carolina. But if you want to win a championship, maybe you ought to go to South Carolina. But it's not always about a championship either. I mean, it is, but it isn't. These are athletes, but they also school students. So, it's all something to take into consideration. Like Caitlin Clark, I'm going to say this before I go because I'm on my way out the door. But Caitlin Clark, she could have went anywhere. Caitlin could have went anywhere in the damn world. She literally, because you game that strong, game that great. She could have went anywhere. She could have went to Michigan. She could have went to Kansas. She could have went to Valparaiso. Hell, Caitlin Clark could have went to DePaul and played with Kate Clark. But, I mean, come on now. So it's a testament. She wanted to stay home. It talks about just how great she is. She believes in, being close to family. And at the end of the day, Sarah Strong is going to make the right decision for her. And that's good too. Look, guys, Duke, North Carolina, yeah, UConn, yeah, it's been a great live. I'm definitely going to come back. I'll make some notes. So when I do come back, make sure I got a lot more to talk about. That's if I come back before Selection Sunday. But at some point, we're going to talk Selection Sunday. We're going to do another live. And then lastly, there's going to be a video for the regular season grades for the Iowa players. And it's probably going to be a live on it too. So, yeah, we're going to do a live because, see, I feel like I just feel like if I got 12 minutes, even if I give myself 15 minutes, it's a crunch time because it's a certain kind of way I want to like introduce the player, and then it's a way I want to, I want to put the grade that they get, and then I want to elaborate on them a little bit before I go to the next player. So I literally don't want to be rushing because even if I got the sheet in front of me or my tablet's in front of me, what if I forget a player? Like, hell, what if I just, like that happened earlier. I was doing a test recording and I did all 11 players. And then I was like, damn it, I forgot Sydney and Folter. I'm like, what the heck? So, yeah. One, it's something I got to write out, and it's something I got to make sure that when I'm doing the list, I don't forget nobody, because I be kicking myself if I forget Sydney and Folter. She's one of my favorite Hawkeyes. So, yeah, we just got to make sure we do, our due diligence when we put that list out. Thank you. Thank you, RC. Nolan, you're a Hawkeyes fan too, I believe. So, yeah, you got to take it serious. I would tell anybody, like, when you got a YouTube, like, a lot of people think, like, even if it's just a hobby, you still got to take it serious. Because if you don't take your channel serious, then ain't nobody else going to take it serious. So you got to be the first. You got to start with you, whether you're doing it for fun, whatever the reason that you may be making your channel for, but just have a passion and just make sure that as you're doing it, you try to put some kind of care into it, try to be unique, different, even if you using a style or something from someone else, you want to make sure you have some uniqueness to it. Everybody should kind of set themselves apart as well. Like, you don't want it. Nobody wants to hear 5 Quitas. We love Quita, but we don't want to hear 5 exact people like Quita loves sports. We don't want to hear 10 people that all sound like Cess. We don't want to hear Cess talk sports. We don't want to hear like 10 people basically nobody wants to hear somebody that sounds identical. You have to be able to set yourselves apart as well. So, but there's also tons and tons of room for all women's college basketball content creators to talk it, because it's not a million of us out there. So, I support all. But what I'm just saying is, like, just don't take somebody's style blatantly. And that's pretty much with any content creation. But yeah, guys, it's been good talking to you guys. I will catch you guys later. I'm about to get up out of here. Peace.